Hi there, welcome to Goose Riot, where we talk about bad movies. Today we're doing episode 3, and it is called The Kid is Right, The Tire is the Killer. We're reviewing the movie Rubber, which can be seen on Netflix, and this is a doozy. It was a doozy of a movie. Just to let you know, we will be spoiling this movie, and we will use bad language, and we don't fucking care if you don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not real big on the exclaimer at the beginning of this for the bad language. Fuck you. If you don't like it, suck a dick.
Yeah, I just kind of was going into it because we've done it every time. We can, if we want to nix it in the future, we can because everywhere.
That's because the Tanner's a bitch. Though that was his. That was his thing.
I figured towards the beginning we might want to throw it out there.
Yeah, I guess everywhere we post this will have an explicit label, won't it?
Probably.
All right, so let's get into the synopsis of this movie.
Why don't we introduce everyone first?
Well, let's do that. We actually have a new guest today. We have Preston with us. I'm Zach.
John Preston.
John Preston. Excuse me.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Chad. Once again, I'm still awesome as fuck.
And then I banged her out. My name is Josh.
So excited.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the synopsis of this movie. We open up on a dirt road with a bunch of randomly placed chairs.
Yes.
And a car drives up and destroys all the chairs as it comes towards the camera, and
it makes sure to hit every fucking one of the chairs.
Every chair is completely destroyed.
And it probably wouldn't be worth mentioning if it didn't take like 45 seconds of just this car swerving around hitting chairs.
It was.
And they weren't chairs that were put together well. They were like just set up and made to fall over. Like that's what the chairs were made for.
Right.
It was a perfect intro to a perfect bad movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it perfect.
Like I said,
all right. After all these chairs are destroyed, someone pops out of the trunk and starts monologuing about how there's no reason that most things happen in movies, such as the alien and E.T. being brown or the president being shot in JFK.
This is basically foreshadowing for the entire movie. There's no reason for anything that happens.
Why some people love sausage and some people hate sausage because there's no fucking reason. That's the conclusion that we come to from this monologue, and he speaks to the audience and tells them that this is an homage to the no reason, the essence of style, in his opinion, where it starts to get weird. Like even weirder is the camera turns and it shows you an actual audience. Like the movie world has an actual audience and they have binoculars and they're watching the movie from a distance, which is
awkward.
Yeah, it's really.
So we're an audience watching an audience who's watching the film.
Right,
it's meta as fuck.
It's meta inside of meta. I don't.
It's basically an exhibit's dream.
Yeah.
Dude, you want an audience with your audience while you watch your audience?
Exactly. And these spectators pull out their binoculars that they're given, and they look at a junkyard, and they see a tire starting to come to life. And it kind of has some struggles, and it's basically learning how to walk, but it learns how to move in a very short amount of time.
This was a 15-minute period. It's learning. It felt like in the movie. It was 15 minutes of the fucking movie.
And it was a 15-minute period out of the 82 minutes that the movie was going on.
Yes,
like, it was a significant portion of the movie.
Right. It's really
horrible.
It learns how to move, okay? And then it comes across different things like a plastic bottle, and it destroys the plastic bottle, and then it comes across
A bird.
A glass bottle.
A scorpion, and it
yeah.
it rolls over the scorpion and crushes it, and then it comes across the glass bottle,
right?
And it tries to run over the glass bottle to destroy it, but it doesn't break because it's just a tire with nothing else on it. And this is where we find out that this tire has magical powers and can blow things up telepathically.
Not telepathically, psychokinetically.
It's
It's a big deal in the
Excuse
movie.
me.
Fat Neil explains that it's not telepathic; it's psychokinetic.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Psychokinetic.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Right. I apologize. I can't believe I made a very large mistake like that.
Can't all be perfect.
True story.
Very true.
Then I banged her out.
Exactly. Exactly. So it goes into this dance montage. Like it plays a song and the tire starts dancing around because it can finally move, and it's figured out that it can destroy things with its mind. And
I would dance if I found out I could destroy stuff with my mind.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Happy dance.
And we come across the lead female of the movie. She's inexplicably French, and everyone else in the movie is American. And we find out that the song from the dance montage is actually playing in her car, and the tire falls in love at first sight and stops her car with his mind. And as he's rolling towards her car, the tire gets hit by an asshole in a truck. So
And this is not literally an asshole, just because
Right,
you would
right,
need to
it's-
clarify
it's-
that for this movie.
exactly, it's a man that is an asshole.
Yeah, there you go.
I think his name's Mike.
It might be the case. So once he gets hit, he can no longer control her car, and she can leave. And he comes across the tire, tries to chase the woman to the gas station, and comes across the man. And you find out here that he can actually kill people. He explodes the man's head because he hit him with a truck. And
This is when you first realize that the tire develops feelings as well as psychokinetic powers.
We skipped the part where the tire watches her shower.
No, we
we
haven't.
have not.
we haven't
we're
skipped
not
We're
there
very
yet.
close to that.
We are very close
Okay.
to
Yeah,
that.
no, that hasn't happened yet. He
It's
kills
my
the
favorite
guy.
part of the movie.
Yeah,
Right.
he explodes the guy's head first, but it's more on the tire's feelings. The tire at this point is feeling revenge. He's very.
We're going
Angry.
into the.
Yeah.
We're going into the.
We gotta talk
mindset
about
of the
something. We
tire.
gotta talk about something on this fucking podcast. What the fuck do you want to talk about? Yeah, the tire is angry that the guy fucking hit him, and so what does the tire do? He blows this motherfucker's head up, blows that shit wide the fuck open in his truck, and the guy's. It's a very amazing scene because the guy's staring at the tire out of his window. You see the fucking tire in his glasses. You see the tire in his mirrors. It's like it's very ominous. This tire is out for fucking blood. It got a little taste of blood when it blew up the scorpion. It blew up the rabbit. Now its taste is for human flesh.
Yeah, it wants real blood this time.
Yeah.
But this is we're getting right to the part where you were talking about.
Okay, I thought
Tanner.
that had already happened.
She leaves before, she leaves this gas station before he blows up the head, and she goes to a hotel, and the tire follows the woman to the hotel, and inexplicably she leaves her door open while she's taking a shower.
I didn't think about that.
Right.
Yeah, door was wide
Yeah,
open.
we-
Yeah,
That
the door to her room and the door to the bathroom were wide open, and she was taking a shower.
That was the weirdest thing for me. Like, who the fuck? Not only is she in the middle of a fucking desert at some shady ass hotel, that's the last place you want to leave your fucking door
Especially if
open.
you're a hot French chick.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. You're just asking to get some deep dickin'. Not necessarily from a tire, but just in general, some deep dickin'. You know, the people that frequent hotels like that, they're not going to ask you if you want to get fucked. They're going to...
What are they gonna do?
They're just going to fuck you
Are you serious?
without lube.
Without a condom either.
Yeah, no
Oh,
condom.
no, those aren't those.
Yeah, why would
Why would
use
you
something
ever
that
use a
takes-
condom?
Yeah, why would you use something that takes away pleasure? That's
Why would you buy
stupid.
that?
Why would you pay for it?
AIDS is a myth invented by the
Pick up
government.
these little tips. I mean, at some point, have you frequented those types of hotels?
I can't tell. I can't say yes or no.
You have not.
Have you guys seen Vacancy? That's pretty much my life.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of that fucking movie, that Vacancy, and was it 1408?
Yeah.
Those shady dive fucking hotels, you know, where something bad always goes down. Somebody's getting, you know,
Is it a
Real.
theme that it's always John Cusack in these hotels?
Yeah.
a little bit, honestly.
Also, if there's no blood on the floor, then you start to worry because you are the next one.
Yeah,
That's true.
definitely.
story.
But
Getting back on track.
Oh,
no,
absolutely.
hold on. I got a little side note
Okay, yeah, go for
here. Side note: AIDS invented by the government. It's
Abs-
not real.
it. Absolutely.
Well, it wasn't real until the government invented it.
Right.
Like the Holocaust.
Right.
Right. We're talking about things.
Bold statement.
God damn it! You're so fucking loud.
It's quite a leap.
No, it's okay. But yeah, no, Holocaust and AIDS,
Bold statement.
all the government. World War II, barely happened. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll say it. I'll say it. You know, I'll be the one to break that bubble.
Yeah.
For you
Sorry.
listeners that didn't know, Holocaust made up.
Sorry for the news.
Seriously, sugar tits is quite a piece.
Auschwitz, that was the name of a German roller coaster. Do your homework. Do your homework.
Did you say the Holocaust was a roller coaster?
No.
Auschwitz was the name of a German roller coaster.
I'm not insensitive. I wouldn't say that. I said Auschwitz was the name of a German roller coaster.
Josh just crossed the line.
These people need to do their homework. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you even think something like
Fucked
that?
up, man.
Yeah.
It's Saturday.
You fucking Jew hater.
Yeah, that's it.
Nazi.
Yep.
Nazis were real.
They were?
They were just misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
This is taking a turn.
Oh my.
So,
Continuing onward.
So back to something more normal than that.
I'm JKing, by the
this-
way, guys.
This French
About
woman
what?
is showering out in the open, and the spectators talk about like her body and everything, and they argue about it.
The spectators are the audience members that were he was
Watching the
originally
movie.
Yeah, he was giving the speech. They all have their binoculars and they're watching. They make a jab at piracy too for some reason in this movie.
I didn't get that.
Because who the fuck would ever pirate this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically some guy's filming it and some lady is like, "Oh, child, you know you can't be filming this movie right now." Or
What ethnicity was she?
it doesn't matter. I don't see color, Tanner. What the
Just
fuck is
saying
wrong
that
with
accent.
you?
I
God.
didn't recall the ethnicity.
Racism also invented by the
oh,
government.
child.
Yeah, racism is a tool of the government to keep us slaves as a people.
Oh,
I'm just saying. You know, I call them how they are.
Go in there. All right.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. That's where the government took us. Took us down a road called racism.
So you guys review movies and you're well informed. I like this.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
exactly. You know, I tell it how it is. America needs to know.
And America's finding out because they're all listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. All three of them.
News with Chad. What really happened? Things America doesn't want you. Things the government doesn't want you to know. That's the next podcast. Stay
Listen
tuned.
to that while wearing a tinfoil hat.
Stay tuned. Actually, that is going to be the next podcast. Conspiracy theories with Chad. calling it right now. Conspiracy theories that aren't theories. Anyways, back.
So they were talking about her getting naked.
Yes, and eventually she gets out of the shower and puts a towel on, and then she closes the door. So
Fascinating.
once she closes the door, the tire can't spy on her anymore. So he has to get a hotel room. They don't show how this happens. It just somehow gets inside of a room, and
Starts watching NASCAR.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the NASCAR's later on too. It doesn't matter. It's watching TV. Like the tire watches an exorbitant amount of TV for a tire.
He likes NASCAR. He likes TV. He likes watching women do aerobics. Can you fucking blame him?
Ooh, that's right. He was watching aerobics.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, at this point,
Pervy tire.
the day ends, and it only like really matters that the day ends because the spectators like camp out,
Start getting hungry.
right? And like it, I don't remember the exact order of those events. They get hungry and
They start begging for
someone
food.
Basically-
someone feeds them a turkey.
Well, no. What happens is you see the Pee Wee Herman looking motherfucker at the beginning of the movie.
The accountant.
Yeah, or whatever he was,
Yeah.
carrying around his briefcase all the time. You don't know what's in his briefcase until he gets to the hotel room. He's staying in the hotel next to the hotel next to the tire, not the hotel, but the room next to the tire and the chick. And you see him with this fucking random ass turkey in the room. The turkey's just kind of standing there. And you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, live turkey.
Yeah, live turkey, just hanging out in his room. He's on the phone with somebody. You know, they're telling him it needs to happen now, and you're not sure what's going on. Then he opens his briefcase, and you see all these like knives and what looks like seasoning and everything like that. But you know, next scene, he takes this turkey out to these people because apparently, for some reason, they agreed to go watch this movie in the middle of the fucking desert with no food, no water, or anything like that. So they're like starving. They're fighting. He throws the turkey out there, and they just basically, you know, turn into animals over it, except for the one cripple. who's in the wheelchair.
He knew he wouldn't get a piece.
Yeah. Well,
Just like in the Animal Kingdom.
he's just not a fucking idiot, you
cripples
know?
have to
There's
wait.
supposed to be some subtext, like the audience in the movie's an idiot, and they're calling you an idiot for watching.
Pretty
the
much,
movie.
yeah.
I
Kind of.
feel
Is the
that's
movie that
how
bad?
I felt. That's how I felt about this dumb
pretty
fucking
legit.
movie. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we'll get into the budget of this movie later and how much it actually made.
Lost.
but what happened with the NASCAR? Does the car?
That's later.
Does the rubber continue watching NASCAR?
He does. He does, but at the end, more or less, he I don't know.
No, what I mean with this scene, like, does he leave the girl alone?
He was never actually watching NASCAR. He wasn't watching NASCAR yet. That was towards the end.
Oh, because I haven't seen this movie in a few years.
Yeah.
So,
Basically, when he was watching TV the first time, after he got done
Yeah.
tire eye fucking whatever you want to call what he did when he's watching that girl in the shower, he went to his room and he was watching aerobics.
oh, that's aerobics. So,
Yeah.
are we supposed to draw some parallel between the fact that he's rubber and you don't get to enjoy sex with rubber, therefore he didn't get to fuck the girl in the shower, and he went and watched TV? Like,
They
is
have
there?
that little inflation
Yeah.
thing where you put the hose in. Maybe that,
Yeah.
little tire penis.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
like to think
I
of it.
don't even want to pretend to know what
Is this
that
mo-
tire was thinking.
Is this movie smarter than you?
I think so. I think it was very,
I feel like
very in depth.
I really don't think this movie was smarter than me.
This movie is
I don't think
either
this movie is
genius
smarter
and
than
I
many
don't
people.
get it, or
Yeah.
completely retarded.
I don't know. Zach and Josh are telling me that I didn't get Vampire Diary.
Academy.
Or Vampire Academy. What the fuck it was called? I don't care. I don't
There was nothing
fucking
to get.
care.
I'm not saying you didn't get it. I'm saying you didn't pay attention.
What'd you say, Josh? I
It was
couldn't
a
hear.
classy joint.
Yeah.
It really was a good movie.
What's
You're out
wrong
of your
with you
fucking
people?
mind. But no. So basically, after he gets done with that, we cut to what is it? The pool?
No, that's
after the turkey.
That's where the maid comes in. The maid goes into the tire's room that it inexplicably started staying in and gets pissed off because it's all dirty. There's tire marks all over the sheets and everything. And she goes into the bathroom and there's a tire in there taking a shower. And that doesn't make any fucking sense. So she throws the tire out into the dirt parking lot. And the tire again wants revenge.
Maybe that's like a metaphor for what the tire just did after watching that aerobics. He feels dirty and he needs to clean himself. Like, I feel like that's the only logical reason he was
I
taking a
actually
shower.
just really love the image of a tire in a shower. That's just awesome.
It was just
that takes you
standing there.
that takes you
It was-
6 to midnight, right? Your little dick haul hard.
That competes with that elevator blood scene in The Shining. That's like up there.
Oh God, it's
That's,
up there.
that's some shit.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, speaking of disgusting things, that, you enjoy the death scene where Neil Patrick Harris gets killed in what's that movie gone?
Oh,
the
my.
Ben Affleck movie.
Spoiler
It is,
alert.
it is graphic.
Yeah, you're totally spoiling
That's-
that movie for.
Oh, am I really?
It's a dream sequence, anyway.
Yeah.
Totally a dream
Totally.
It's
sequence.
a dream sequence.
I found a new fetish.
No,
I'm just saying
it wasn't.
that.
Neil Patrick Harris gets his
I'm
fucking
not-
throat slit.
I'm not for that fetish.
That was hot.
And then he banged her out.
And then he banged her out. You'll be all
I
right.
He
think
died.
I think the order of events there kind of
What the
off.
fuck, man?
Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh well, nothing happens to him.
Bullshit.
That's a lie.
He
does.
lives
Yeah,
a long, happy life.
No point in watching it now.
That's not true.
No, that's not
That's
true.
not true at
That's
all.
not
Agree to
true.
Disagree.
No,
It's about the
that's a
journey,
very
not the
s-
destination,
That's a
Josh.
very, very small part of that movie.
It's about
and
the journey,
You
not
kind
the
of see that
destination.
coming the
You
whole
watch
time.
it.
Well, and you won't really know until you get to the point.
Well, and I also didn't. Did I say anything? Did I spoil that? I don't think I did.
No, you totally did.
You totally
Oh,
did, but
well,
it's
fuck you.
okay.
Sorry.
We'll go on to spoiling this movie.
After the tire takes a shower, is that like when does Robin Williams come in?
He doesn't
Oh, that's
because
Flubber.
he's dead.
Wrong movie.
It's close.
Close enough. Same movie.
This movie was almost as dead as Robin Williams.
Oh,
I'm not gonna even.
that's cold.
I can't give you that one.
Also like Robin
I'm
Williams.
gonna allow it.
I won't.
What-
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail if any Jews listen to this.
Yeah, you're
Like
probably.
I'm just
right.
thinking back on what I said. I'm like, man, that was really intense.
It's okay. There's only like 2 or 3 people.
Would you
that
like to
watch
apologize?
this.
Oh fuck no,
Say
no
human
fucking way.
beings in general. will
Yeah,
probably,
most would probably be opposed to that.
be slightly upset with what you said, but that's okay.
Yeah, you
Speaking of Jews, I know
Oh, boy.
I'm going off again.
Can I top it off with some Barbara Streisand?
Have
Please
you
spoil
guys
something else for
seen the preview to it's called Exodus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No.
Okay, first off, I got a
I have
couple
not.
problems with this.
This is a
So
very-
Moses, big figure in both Christianity and Judaism, and he's like a badass.
shit.
It's like wielding swords and shit, and like
Right.
problem number one, they're gonna have an issue. Second off, they couldn't find a brown person rather than Batman. Batman's Moses. Really, we couldn't find someone
Christian
that's
Bale?
Christian Bale.
Oh, I thought Exodus.
He's Moses.
I thought
I
it
don't
was a sequel to
understand.
Reign of Fire.
I thought we just talked about you seeing color. The government really has your mind fucked up. They really have you fucked
I'm
up.
just saying they could not find someone of Middle Eastern descent to at least play Moses.
That's a
in this
social
movie.
commentary that we should all view people as one color,
Yeah, it's
Tanner.
true, yeah, it's
Hollywood's trying to fix the mistakes the government made
true.
all those years ago.
It is.
All right, continuing onward. I'm sorry I even brought it up.
What'd you say?
I really feel you're onto something.
I feel like you're not talking to the mic very well at all.
That's my bad. What would you like me to
Onwards.
do?
Onwards and upwards. to where
So
the tire-
shower was
Right.
tire was shit. Yep.
The maid throws the tire out of the shower, and the tire murders the shit out of her
Yep.
to get revenge because he's pissed.
Does he
You
blow
don't
her head
throw-
up?
you don't- yeah, absolutely.
Of course, that's all this
kinda what he does.
That's his
Yeah.
MO. Blowing fucking heads up.
So his blowing heads up is like Freddy's glove.
Yeah.
It's, okay.
Right, and
More or less.
Modus operandi, operandi, whatever. the fuck.
operandi.
Close enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Agree to disagree.
And
When in
this child finds the maid and is convinced that the tire is killing people, and no one believes that the tire is killing people.
That's stupid. Who would
And
believe that?
Yeah.
the,
Government.
the movie kind of meanders here.
It really does.
That's where the pool scene is, where she goes swimming, and the tire follows her and watches her, and
And sinks to the bottom, and they have a 5-minute long conversation about whether tires should float. And it's like, no, it doesn't have an inner tube, and really draws out.
yeah, it's a little too much at that point. And we eventually get to the point where we see the guy from the trunk again. He's a lieutenant, which doesn't really make much sense because he's wearing a patch that says sheriff. But that is also probably a commentary on movies being horrible. Who knows?
I don't.
Who knows?
I don't fucking know.
But at this point, where they're investigating the murder, this lieutenant tries to convince everyone that it's not real because the audience has all been poisoned. And he is told that the whole audience didn't eat the turkey and they're not all poisoned. And he gets furious and says that they must continue the story. And I don't really understand why they would have had to stop.
No. He doesn't. Oh, you're talking about after he told him.
He's under the impression that everyone is dead.
Yeah.
And so he says, oh, it's all fake. It's fine. We can just go on like nothing happened. And so he lets
but-
people
well-
shoot him.
Well, yeah, but nobody
and
nobody realizes what's going on but him.
Right.
He's the only person that thinks it's fake
Well,
or knows it's fake. I
Well,
don't know.
he thinks that the people that have been murdered aren't actually murdered, and people can shoot him and he won't die.
It feels like
he
reverse.
doesn't.
It feels like reverse Truman Show. Honestly,
Yes.
The people in the movie don't know that they're in the movie, but the one person does. It's or two people. I don't know.
But and
Actually, not a bad comparison.
people can only die if they're spectators, though, in this movie somehow.
Wait, what?
People can only die if someone is watching them.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Right.
Yeah.
Except for him, which doesn't make sense.
I don't get it.
He can live, but everyone else dies if they die.
There's no reason to it. Don't worry about it.
It makes no sense whatsoever. But he decides that the story must go on,
Because
and
the wheelchair guy's still alive.
right. And he starts questioning people about the tire and everything. And this is where we go back to the pool, and he questions a man about the murders. And somehow the man that he questions is mean to the tire, and the tire murders that guy as well.
Does he get his head blown up?
Yes, he does.
That's
Did
all
you
the
question
tire
the
does.
man or
Thought so.
cross-examine him?
He-
I don't
he
think
just-
another person was examining him, so it's just the
And
question.
he's not a lawyer either. So it's more like it's not an interrogation because he's not arresting him. I guess it's just a questioning, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just there's so
We're close to the end here, though, so
Yes.
who cares? Moving onward.
Well, Basically, after this, he tells him, go try something else with the guy. So the Pee Wee Herman guy, he goes out back to the desert area where the crippled dude's the only dude left because he hasn't eaten anything or drinking anything.
You don't need as much energy if you don't have working legs.
Yeah,
that's
your legs don't work.
science.
I don't know. Could be. Could be.
That is a
You know the
joke right there.
you know the reason that he doesn't have working legs? 'Cause
Why?
the government is restricting that technology.
Sure.
But anyways, the guy takes the food out to the fucking desert, and he takes like this gourmet meal out this time. Guy didn't fall for the turkey. He's definitely gonna fall for this gourmet meal this time. He's not that fucking bright. He just wasn't hungry the first time. So he takes this huge tray of food out there. The guy decides that he didn't want to eat it. He was pretty much done with it. He was like, I'm not hungry. And so the guy gets all pissy because he wouldn't eat anything. And then he basically sits down and has a conversation about his feelings with him. The Pee Wee Herman guy does, while the spectator guy, the crippled, is still watching everything going on. And for some reason, Pee Wee starts eating the food
That he poisoned.
Yeah. Then he starts getting the stomach ache and dies.
And at this point, the spectator's watching the police chase the tire around, and they finally catch up to the tire, and the tire just blows their heads up, and then starts to meander again. And he comes across this huge tire fire, which apparently enrages him. And at this point, it doesn't actually show the tire killing anyone. It just cuts to a montage, it's just a bunch of cutscenes showing a bunch of dead bodies of humans that the tire has killed.
Yeah, it's very strange, and basically this is the part where they finally, one of the deputies finds the tire. He's sitting inside of, it looks like a house. I mean, it's part of the trailer park.
It's like a modular home.
Yeah, it's a trailer. So they go into they see him through the screen door, whatnot. And the tire's sitting in, Grandma's rocking chair. He's just sitting there watching NASCAR on the TV.
This is where he watches NASCAR.
I don't know if that's like gay porn for tires, because aerobics, were what made him take a shower. He felt dirty. I don't know if maybe that's why he felt dirty, because he wasn't watching tires. Maybe. It was like bestiality for the tire.
Well, he's obviously into humans because he's in love with this French girl.
We don't know that he was in love. He was infatuated. We don't know that it was love, though.
Do you think he was?
We're really going into the depth of emotion of a tire.
Yeah, motherfucker. Well, I thought we already talked about this.
This
is where it kind of leads you to that conclusion, because the plan that the lieutenant comes up with is to roll a mannequin up to the door with a speaker on it and have the French girl try and coax the tire out so they can blow it up.
Right. She's the mannequin is loaded with bombs. It's strapped. It's like a terrorist.
And this French girl is trying to coax the tire out, and the spectator knocks on the door of the van they're sitting in while she's trying to talk to the tire and says that the scene makes no sense. And he said that the rest of the movie made sense, which is completely wrong. But that's neither here nor there. At this point, the lieutenant gets extremely upset and decides that he wants the movie to be over. He's tired of putting on this show for the spectator, so he walks into the house with a shotgun, and he shoots the tire.
And then just walks off.
And says, that's it, the end. But it's not the end.
Then a bunch of tires. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you could talk about it.
Are we there already?
Yeah. We're there.
Oh yeah, then a bunch of tires roll out in front of the Hollywood sign. Is that right?
Oh, well, sort of.
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in like 5 years.
He shoots the tire and then drops it on the ground. And he's like, that's it, the end. And then a tricycle rolls its way out of the house. And the spectator's like, oh, it's not over. It came back to life. It was reincarnated as a tricycle. And then the tricycle murders the spectator.
The wheelchair guy.
Right.
Which I found a little odd. I thought that the tricycle would actually kind of befriend him, since he also has wheels as part of him.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But he like, this one isn't the same as the other murders, though. The other murders, he blew up their heads. He blew up the entire spectator. He was gone.
There wasn't as much to him, though. As I've been through before, they don't have to eat as much, and there's not as much there to blow up. Tire could have handled it.
Well, like, the physical mass is still there.
were his legs there? I don't remember if he had
They-
the whole like sad pant leg that's not full.
They
there.
were there.
Oh, okay.
They just don't work.
He was just a lazy fat fuck.
That's probably more likely.
You in about 5 years, buddy.
You're probably right.
So at this point, the tricycle moves on and gathers a entire army, and they roll up to the Hollywood sign, and that's where the end credits roll.
This movie was awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like I've said in pretty much every podcast, Solaris is basically my lowest factor. I think this movie might have taken its place.
Yeah.
I have to agree that this movie was absolutely horrible, and
Yeah.
not in a good way. Like, it was just bad, and I didn't find it entertaining in the least.
I just kind of find myself asking, what would I rather watch again if forced to watch this or Vampire Academy? And I'm really not sure.
I would absolutely choose Vampire Academy.
What?
Absolutely.
Really?
This
Any day.
movie at least had side boob and butt.
Yeah.
Vampire Academy did not.
No.
I don't care about that.
And not only that,
Did
this
you
movie
get
was
You
only,
don't care about that?
Did you get it?
Vampire Academy had
Get
Sarah
Vampire
Hyland.
Academy.
this
and
movie
Zoe
was
Deutsch.
only 82 minutes though, and Vampire Academy felt like it was at least 4 years long.
I will pick Vampire Academy
would've
any day of the
taken
week.
I was ready to paint the fucking wall with my brains after watching Vampire Academy.
I wasn't that far away from that with this movie,
Yeah.
but it was still better than Vampire Academy.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know, man. It's a tough call for me.
It was just really bad. You guys want to go through ratings?
yeah,
Sure.
we'll do that.
I'll start. I will give it 0 decapitated unicorns.
Wow.
0. That's
Zero.
a tough
0
rate.
decapitated
That's not
unicorns.
good for a bad movie.
Right.
10 would be good for a bad movie.
Right.
What do you
It-
think, Preston?
What's the rating system?
Well, this is kind of Zach's finagling. It's a bad movie rating system. Like, think about the best bad movie that you've ever seen. It's just Evil Laugh for you, right?
Yeah.
And then the worst movie that you've ever seen, just in general, is horrible. Rank it on that scale.
So Evil Laugh would be 10 decapitated unicorns, and Solaris would be 0 decapitated unicorns
For me.
and 0 stars. So they meet and converge, and then they kind of skew.
It's hard to use that system because I remember enjoying this movie, but again, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I feel like
You're allowed to enjoy this
Rose-colored
movie.
glasses.
It's just that we didn't.
I would say a scale from 1 to 10, just normal, like just
Yeah.
0 being shit and 10 being great. I would give this movie like a 6 or 7.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you actually liked it as a legitimate movie, not as a bad movie.
I feel like it appeals to both. Like
Yeah.
it appeals to like I think there actually is subtext, but then I think it also goes for just being ridiculous, and I enjoy it on both levels. It's not a great movie, but it's pretty good.
I could see that, but like with as many bad movies we've been watching lately, like it's hard to give it anything because it's just so fucking bad. But yeah, I like I said, I'd say for me it'd be close to 0 or a 1. It might be slightly better than Solaris.
So this is 1 decapitated unicorn.
I guess if that's the rating system we're sticking with.
I don't
Sure.
remember
I like
what
that.
I gave Vampire Academy. I know I ended up giving Bad Milo like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah, I thought for me on a bad movie scale, my Bad Milo was like a 7. It was entertaining.
So Vampire Academy, I'm guessing, was like somewhere between a 2 and a 4. I would probably put this at a 4 max.
I cannot.
I feel like
even go
4 is
that
very
far.
high.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that's
didn't
ridiculous.
enjoy it. I wouldn't want. It was a bad movie. Like I would not sit around and watch this with people to entertain ourselves with. Like I would much rather watch anything else,
Right.
except for Vampire Academy because that movie sucked.
The strange thing, though,
Did you get it though?
the
I totally got it.
The strangest thing, though, is that critics really liked this movie as far as bad movies
They
go.
were still mixed at a couple of the different film festivals it was shown.
right, but overall, critics gave this movie a 68%, which is huge compared to the movies that we've been watching.
yeah, that's
So,
true.
I mean, audience only gave it 46%, which it doesn't happen very often where the audience likes something less than the critics do.
But that also seems very high to me for this movie.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I completely
totally.
agree. Like I said, Left Behind got a 2%, and I don't know.
Would
That's
you rather
another one.
watch this or Left Behind?
I think I'd watch Left Behind again.
Wow.
Before watching this, honestly.
it has Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So
Fair point.
and he tells a pun about vultures. So I mean, it's all good for
His
me.
Carry on.
There's the 2% right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Very good. A better 2% than the 68 or whatever this got.
Yeah, this
We're gonna
movie.
steal the Declaration of
This
Independence.
movie had a budget of about 500. This movie had a budget of about $500,000. Opening weekend, it made what, $16,000?
$16,346, and
Yeah.
it made a gross of $98,017.
So they lost an
lot.
estimated $400,000 on this movie.
To make
Exactly
a movie
right.
about a killer tire.
Did it ever make up its money with Netflix rentals or DVD, Blu-ray purchases?
I doubt
anything?
it. I can't imagine that
I
it
have
would have.
no idea.
I think it was on Netflix. I don't know if they get
Oh,
it.
no, it's still on Netflix.
now.
Streaming?
That's how we that's how
But
we watched it.
they
So they're
probably-
getting something.
It depends who the movie's distributed through. They might just have a deal with that company that distributes it. So I don't know how that works. I've never looked into it that much.
But that would just make the company money in general, and I don't think this movie individually, you can say, would have made money specifically.
No.
yeah.
Definitely
It would have had to be like a package deal, because I don't think anyone was like, "Hey, what we really
We have
need
to get
what
rubber now.
We have we absolutely cannot survive without rubber."
This movie deserves more money and a bigger audience than Transformers 2.
That's a tough one
Revenge
too.
of the Fallen.
I think all the Transformer movies have been horrible. I haven't seen the last one, Mark Wahlberg.
Me
He could
neither.
be at that movie, that franchise is Saving Grace.
He
but
wasn't.
I doubt it, yeah.
I saw it. He wasn't.
ridiculous.
Why would you watch that?
Oh my
However,
God,
the
guys.
Dinobots.
This looks like a transformer. Say hi to your mother for me.
Your mother's a cunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to. Are they still making those? Or was the Mark Wahlberg one the last
They're
one?
not going to stop. They're making money
at
every
least
single
two
movie.
more, but apparently Michael Bay is walking away.
Thank God.
Apparently, he made the last one with Mark Wahlberg as a sort of reinvention of the franchise. Then they're passing it on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Is he really wanting to make Pearl Harbor 2?
So basically, what you're saying is that the next movie is going to do one of two things. It's either going straight to DVD, or it's going to win an award for Best Picture.
It'll be a big budget movie. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hope for it with Michael Bay gone. Honestly,
I doubt it.
I
It's
think-
still a movie about toys that were sold in the 80s.
With a big budget like this, there's still going to be studio interference. They're still going to control the director and not allow him to make a movie, even if his ideas are good. They won't allow them to pass.
I agree, but I feel like they could have done those movies so much better.
They
than
could
they
have.
actually were. Like I
Could have
just
been better.
like fucking Shia LaBeouf. You're a soldier now. Like that shit.
I don't
The
mind
first
Shia
He's
LaBeouf.
ruined so many movies.
So many franchises.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Oh.
You didn't ruin that. The script was just
Yeah, I agree.
that's a script problem.
I agree with that, but he signed
That's
on
fair.
to it. Like, how do
The
you
monkey
read that?
scene, though.
Yeah,
the
it was-
monkey scene.
yeah.
I guess they just throw money at you. You have to say yes.
I would say yes
Fuck
to
yeah.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They wouldn't have to pay me to be in an Indiana Jones movie. I'd just do it.
Yeah, probably.
So what happened to those movies we talked about last week?
Dracula Untold. It bombed with the critics, but it looks like it did pretty well with the audience, or fairly well, I guess you could say.
Looks like shit.
Yeah, I don't think it looks.
Looks like I
spectacular.
Frankenstein.
Yeah,
I Frankenstein. It looks like just some shit.
I heard the
Van
art
Helsing.
in it was really well done, and the costumes,
Van Helsing.
CGI, all of that was well done. But the actual script
That's my
was
favorite
crap.
movie of all time. That movie got me through high school.
Oh my
I don't
god,
blame you.
Empire Records for me.
Yeah, I don't think I plan on seeing Dracula Untold. I don't, at least not until it comes out and I can watch it for free.
Why
somehow.
would you go see Dracula Untold when you go see Addicted
Yeah.
by
Oh, yeah.
Zane?
I'm
And we
not
actually
gonna
had
see that either.
we actually had a listener correct us on that. Zane is a woman. She is an author. I'm not going to go into color details here.
But we would like to say to that listener, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, I do because she wrote the short story about the Dick You Down crew.
Which we haven't. How long is that?
I don't know. He read it to us aloud in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Just the basic premise: this woman goes to a hotel to meet the Dick You Down crew, and it's three guys. They all have nicknames: the Lick Master, the Dick Master, and the Wish Master.
Oh shit!
And they dick her down.
What?
That's the book.
Can you explain to me exactly what it means to dick one down?
I'll
show you later.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
I just don't. I don't understand what dicking one down.
So this is what my question would be: what is exactly the role of the Wishmaster here?
Whatever she wants.
He's like Ludacris. What's your fantasy, bitch?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
Ludacris
go.
is the fucking wishmaster of real life.
And this
Yeah.
is erotic
To the bed.
yeah,
fiction?
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
Yeah.
she's the
That's what this woman with the man's name does.
How do I
She writes
say this?
erotica.
How do I say this
Okay,
without?
that makes sense with the.
African American erotica.
I can't say this without perpetuating government racism culture.
You really can't.
No, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Not gonna go there.
This podcast sponsored by tinfoil hats.
Yeah, she makes movies directed at a group of people.
I don't know who you'd be
Urbans,
talking about.
the urban population.
I think that's worse.
Probably.
So what you're saying, she's like the anal penetration version of Tyler Perry.
I guess I don't really know how you would classify
I
that.
think that works.
It's like Medea goes down, basically.
Medea,
I watched that.
Medea dicks down.
Medea dicks down. I like that.
Dickie Down Crew featuring Medea, featuring Tyler Perry as Medea.
I feel like this has already been a movie like Black Dick Down or something like that.
Oh my god, that's a porno.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Black
Wait.
cock down.
Hey, I
Black
thought we
cock
talked
down.
about the color thing, guys.
What?
Doesn't
I don't see
exist.
color.
Apparently you do.
No, I'm saying it's a movie.
I know. Yeah, the porn industry is also perpetuating government racism
I didn't
culture.
say it had to be a person.
So that movie got horrible critic reviews.
But it did very
It was at
well.
20%, but the audience said 73%.
We're talking about Addicted.
Yeah.
73.
Yeah, audience love that movie. I wonder what their audience. I wonder what Rotten Tomatoes bases their audience on. Like, is it like Steve Harvey's Family Feud, like the 100?
Ooh.
Like how many?
I
What
thought
is
we
the
didn't see
actual?
color? Come on,
We didn't. I never said anything about color, dickhead.
touche. When in Rome.
I'm wondering what is like how many people are polled during Rotten Tomatoes like poll?
I think it's
you
just
can just go
users.
on there,
If
can't
you're
Like
you?
it's just people who vote.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just get on there and you
Set
click
amount.
if you like it or not.
Yeah, I think it's based on it's user based. So it goes on how many votes they have on their site.
Yeah, and it looks like Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day did about the same. Critics and the audience liked it a little bit better than the critics did, but overall it did better than I actually thought it was going to do.
Yeah, same here.
So, I mean,
The
I
judge
guess
did all right,
it's
too.
a family movie. With the critics, it didn't. Like the critics,
Yeah.
it looks like it did worse.
I've read a lot of really bad things about it.
That's
Really?
surprising.
The judge, yeah.
Like I wouldn't have guessed that with the cast that it has behind it. I would have guessed that it did a lot better than that. A lot better.
Iron Man's a horrible lawyer, I guess.
He doesn't need to be a good lawyer. He's got dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
It does indeed.
Talk about the Dick You Down crew.
Did you guys see the trailer for Fury?
Yes, we did.
What do you guys think?
I like that segue.
Yeah.
Segues are weird.
Fear-
Yes.
Inglorious Bastards with a tank.
And-
Only not funny or good.
The scar on Brad Pitt's face above his lip, is that like a real scar, or is that just what he does for all his
He wanted to
World
match
War
his
II
wife.
war movies?
He wanted to match his wife, so he got his lip split.
What?
Oh gosh.
She has a split lip?
Have you ever seen her? Her lips creep me out.
I don't know.
She's got that
She,
weird
well, she has
little-
a crack in
Yeah.
her lip. Yeah.
like a permanent crack.
Yeah. Like
I think
they're
in-
always chapped.
I think in the beginning of the movie, he actually steals his medallion, and he runs onto this train, and these guys are chasing him, and he grabs his whip, and he hits himself in the mouth with it. And then the movie cuts to him in the future driving the tank with a scarred lip.
I can see that. I think you're right.
And somebody says something belongs in a museum.
I think this is a movie about time travel.
Yeah.
It's time
Like
travel.
Benjamin Button.
It's a Night
Yeah.
at the Museum 3.
Aren't they coming out with that?
Yeah, Zach,
don't
don't
know.
you have a disease?
I do have disease. I have reverse Benjamin Button disease. It's fatal.
Haven't we talked about this on a podcast already?
I don't know.
Next movie, Book of Life, animated movie. Was it Tim Burton? Did we discuss
I
that?
don't know.
It looks like a Tim
Burton.
Burton movie, but Johnny Depp's not in it, so yeah, I can't ever tell anymore. If
It
Johnny
looks
Depp's not
like
in it,
Nightmare Before Christmas with some Spanish flavor.
yeah,
It was produced
honestly.
by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
And they're
Yeah.
blocks instead of oblong.
yeah,
The,
It could be good, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not super interested in it.
yeah. I'm not
I
either.
don't
I'm
watch
not big on the animated stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, as far as animated movies go, it might not be bad.
Yeah.
The trailer didn't look horrible.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Agreed.
Yeah, the last movie it looks like it's coming out this week is Men, Women, and Children, which looked kind of interesting. Very serious movie.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Looked
Yeah.
like Love Actually to me.
What was it about?
It was
I
about
don't remember.
all those different couples, like the couple that are just meeting each other and like, their kids, and then there's the ones that might be cheating or something and you don't know. I don't know.
It was kind of it was
It was like
kind of
parent
ambiguous.
It was like the show
Yeah.
Parenthood, but the movie.
right.
That's kind of what I felt like.
The trailer
watching
was very ambiguous. It didn't look like it had much of a plot. I wouldn't say that's the last movie because Birdman is
Yeah.
going to be coming out
That looks really good.
with Michael
I'm
Keaton.
super
Is that for
excited
sure
for
coming out
Birdman.
this
I don't.
week?
It's coming out this year.
We
It
got
looks
this
really,
from
really
Rotten
good.
Tomatoes, and it said that St. Vincent came out on the 10th.
October 10th. But
Yeah.
So
apparently
that
the
one's-
actual release date is like 24th or something like that.
So that one's up in the air. We can still talk about it, but
Yeah.
we don't have to if you don't want.
No,
It looks
that's
good.
fine.
Yeah, it looks really artsy for a superhero movie. Like,
Oh no, it looks really gritty for a superhero
Yeah, it does.
movie.
Looks really good.
How many superhero movies
Michael
get an
Keaton.
R rating? Have any superhero movies ever got an R rating?
I don't.
Yeah.
Watchmen.
What?
That's not really. It's an
I still
anti-superhero
haven't seen the
superhero
Watchmen.
movie.
Spawn, maybe?
They had-
Yeah.
Superhero?
I don't think Spawn was PG-13. I thought.
I don't think it was R.
Yeah, I don't think it was R. You could get away with a lot more
I
PG-13.
mean, is
back
Kick-Ass
then.
count or
Kick-Ass
Super?
wasn't R either though.
The first
Daredevil?
Kick-Ass has
Was
to
it?
be R. Super. With
I
Owen
know for a
Wilson.
fact this.
Those have to be.
Yeah, but he wasn't really a superhero. He was just retarded,
Well,
right? Wasn't he? I didn't see that
no,
movie.
no,
I
he
thought it was
wasn't.
something like
What was
that.
The guys
He
who
was a
did South
Christian.
Park. What was their movie?
Same thing.
Orgasmo.
Orgasmo. That was a superhero movie. That was R, wasn't it?
oh yeah.
I never saw that.
We're kind of.
That was NC-17, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
We
We
can call these superhero movies,
movies.
but they aren't really superhero movies.
That was probably a bad movie. Maybe we should watch that sometime.
I guess the best is Kick-Ass. I mean, that's actually a comic book based.
I still don't think it was rated R.
That was definitely rated R. The first one.
I
Judge
don't,
Dredd?
I want to check that. Because the second one definitely had a PG-13 rating. Judge Dredd?
Exactly.
Oh, and we didn't even talk about Mudbloods yet.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
This movie looks like it's going to be the highlight of the year. If it,
M-
yeah.
Mudbloods, which is a documentary that follows around the UCLA
Hold on.
Quidditch team.
One second. I want to stand corrected. Kick-Ass apparently was rated R.
One
weird.
and two are both R.
They are both R. I was wrong. Preston was right.
Established that. Yeah. I didn't,
Fuck you, Josh.
No, I wasn't trying to argue.
God damn it.
What I was saying is, you guys were debating whether they were comic book movies or not.
If only
Yes.
Jim Carrey had only
are
been in
rated
a
R.
respectable movie with a clean role, I would
Oh
have.
my God. Fuck Jim Carrey.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, Blade.
What about
Was Blade R?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Blade a comic book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Blade was one of the first comic books. It was there with like Spawn and all that.
V for
weren't-
Vendetta?
We weren't really saying
Crow.
comic book movies.
That is true.
Superhero. Blade was a superhero.
The Punisher?
Punisher was R?
Yep.
I don't remember that many.
The
Yeah.
Punisher was
PG-13.
the Punisher was pretty gritty
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well,
The
though.
Punisher was R.
Yeah, Birdman.
Well, like I think all of them are.
Didn't you guys see the second Punisher movie?
I
No.
didn't see it.
I didn't
I'm
see it
pretty
either.
sure Todd
Wasn't-
probably
Did they
has.
film it in Tampa?
Todd-
like
Todd
they did?
is-
Yeah,
No.
it was with Vinnie Jones. It wasn't too bad.
Really?
Todd is gay for the Punisher, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he's-
sure he's seen it. But back to Mudbloods. Go ahead and run it down.
It looks.
You need Punisher
absolute-
Warzone.
Oh, God.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that was all right. I mean, the villain was terrible, but if you go on the first time I watched it, I hated it. The second time, I enjoyed it.
What about the third time?
Was Sin City a comic book movie?
And then I banged it out.
Was,
It's like the quintessential comic book movie.
Sin City was a comic. Was it based on a
No.
comic book, though?
yeah.
Not-
I know it was
not
done
based
like a
off one,
comic book.
but
yeah.
it was like based off all of them.
Was Sin City 2 any good?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was more of the same.
Was it good? I enjoyed the
If
shit
you
out
liked
of
Like
the
the
first
first one a
one,
lot.
it
Was
was.
Brittany Murphy in this one?
Yeah, she was.
Pretty sure she wasn't.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. That's too bad.
They had zombies in this movie?
Yeah.
What about Aviator?
Aviator.
I'm just
God.
kidding.
No, the first Sin City I thought was awesome. I fucking hate Elijah Wood.
Well, I completely have to disagree
He's
with you.
frozen.
He was
He's
awesome
awesome.
in that movie.
They replaced him with
He's
Joseph
so
Gordon-Levitt in
fucking-
this
in
one.
the first Sin
He's
City
so
movie.
Yes,
fucking creepy.
agreed.
I
Well,
agree.
that's
as
the
far as-
point.
yeah, I agree with that. I just don't like him in general. Like when he was Frodo, walking
like
around all
Frodo.
gay and shit, ready to suck some Hobbit dicks.
I thought he was
Pass.
good. I feel like the whole point of a Hobbit is to be super sheltered and innocent.
Bilbo wasn't that.
And-
Bilbo wasn't like that.
Oh, because he had the
Bilbo
ring. The
was
ring
so
fucked him up.
gay.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he was like that on his way to the ring, though.
He was.
Like he was ready to slit some Gollum fucking throat. I don't.
But that was because of the ring.
Yeah.
I thought it was before the ring too, though. Like on it, I don't.
Well, that's kind of how they met. Was
I
the
don't
ring?
fucking know. I'm getting this Hobbit shit. Fucking Hobbits just pissed me off.
Yeah.
So Quidditch.
Oh yeah, Quidditch. The UCLA Quidditch team is going to the Quidditch World Cup, and they filmed a documentary about it.
This looks like the Brony movie. I'm not gonna lie.
You need to watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
It looks like the Brony documentary. Just a bunch of weirdos. They're like, take us seriously.
There's nothing they're nothing near what bronies are.
They're running around a field with broomsticks up their butts.
So what? They're still not bronies.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
The brony level is massive.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Maniac
No.
with Elijah Wood? It's a remake of an 80s slasher. He's like this fucked up kid who he gets mannequins and like dresses them up and then finds girls and kills them and like it's really
Yes.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't see it, but I remember
He's pretty good
seeing
in it.
some stuff on it. It looked creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mannequins creep me out anyway.
Yeah. Agreed.
Eh.
When in Rome.
Especially when you're falling asleep over there.
No, I'm good.
It doesn't look that way.
That's your opinion.
You keep using that word.
It's like your opinion,
I
man.
don't think it means what you think it means.
There's something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember what it was. Fuck.
The Brony documentary, do you want to go back into that?
No, I don't want anything to do with bronies. That's just one of those things that creeps me the fuck out, man.
There was another movie we did see, but it did look like a good movie.
Go on.
That was Obvious Child.
Oh, we could talk about Frank. You want to talk about Frank real quick?
Frank was a interesting movie as well.
Is Frank going to be something that we review on here one day,
I
maybe?
think we should. I really do. Just give a little preview of what it is, so we can discuss it
Well,
on a different one.
All right, we'll give a little preview of it, and it's not going to be next week, but we could do it in the future. Frank is a movie with Michael Fassbender.
You don't know it at first.
No penis, right?
You don't actually
No dick.
no dick.
Sans fast dick.
There's no dick. But Michael Fassbender throughout most of the movie is wearing a giant head and won't take it off. And the whole movie is about this band making a record.
Oh, I saw the preview for that movie.
It has
fucking
the
weird as shit.
It has the
trailer
English
looked
ginger guy that was in About Time with Rachel McAdams, and it was a movie, and they made it,
I like
and there
that.
were actors in it.
I liked that movie. About Time. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Time did not stand still. It was not the best.
Right. About Time was much better as a movie than Frank was, and it was very interesting. It also had Maggie Gyllenhaal, which
God damn it, I hate Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Chad
Why
and
do you
I-
hate her?
Chad and I both despise Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I don't understand why.
Her face
But she was in Dark Knight.
looks like a cunt. Like, I don't. Huh?
Can you be more descriptive?
She
Did you
just
see
got a
the
cunty looking
secretary?
face.
When she opens her mouth, I kind of want to punch it.
Not with his penis.
With my fist.
Yeah. That's saying something.
So you're perpetuating the whole Hollywood idea that only beautiful people should be on film.
I
I
agree
thought
with
you
that.
did
Yes.
not
I don't
see
like
color.
that.
Yes.
No,
I don't want to see
I don't want to turn on a movie
I
and
don't
see
like
some
that.
chuggers looking back at me.
Like I don't mind like not beautiful people in movies, but she just annoys the ever living fuck out of me.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
not,
to pay
I'm
to
not a
see
fan.
ugly people. I'll just give you guys money.
Like,
I think she's a good actress.
I mean, we watch movies with Melissa McCarthy, Jenny McCarthy. What the fuck is her
Melissa
name?
McCarthy.
Yeah, we watch movies with her, and goddamn, she's not pleasant on the eyes at all.
Well, I don't enjoy her either. But
Oh, is it because she's fat?
Yes,
Okay.
because she just says that she's funny
got a fat-
because she's fat,
But
and
that's
that's
all.
not funny.
That's all fat actor. You know, that was where Kevin Smith got his, or Kevin James got his start. Kevin Smith too.
Kevin
But-
Smith too.
and-
Yeah.
In this
Well,
movie,
no, Kevin
in
Smith was an
particular-
excellent writer and director, though. It wasn't because he was
Yeah,
fat.
but like 90% of the jokes with him in the scene are, I'm fat.
Since we're getting into the Maggie Gyllenhaal thing, in this movie in particular, it wasn't really a good acting job by her. She just was fucking ridiculous the whole movie.
Yeah.
She was a woman in this movie.
Oh, a woman.
No, but
It was-
I think that's a good explanation of it.
Yeah,
She's fucking crazy.
it was
in
to
this
the
movie.
it was to the extreme.
Yes.
She rocked the mic like a vandal.
Miles, yeah.
She dropped the mic. Yeah, it was. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we could talk about that movie in the future. It's a very interesting
Very
one.
interesting one, yeah.
But Obvious Child looked very good with is it Jenny Slate, and it looks very good.
And the dude from The Office.
Which
Which
one?
dude?
That played Plop.
That one guy in the office that wears like the suit.
He was one of the interns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not Clark
Tie.
Duke, but the other one.
Okay, Duke Clark.
Preston has no fucking clue what you're talking about.
The Office.
Yeah, he has no
The
clue.
the British one.
Television in America show.
The British one.
The American one.
No,
With Steve Carroll.
so not the BET one, the British Entertainment
Not the
Television.
BET
Okay.
one with
Press
Tyler
it.
Perry.
Yeah, okay.
Preston, I have a question for
Yes, sir.
you. If you could fuck a Disney princess, which one would it be?
Ooh,
And-
that is a good question.
And I like that question a lot.
Yeah.
You guys know me and you know what my answer would be.
Sleeping Beauty before she wakes up.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Oh, I thought-
like
That is
Bold strategy.
like that.
That was
seven
one.
different
That,
types of creepy.
that was
No.
one of the traps. The other trap was Nala.
No.
Wait, does
Nala was not a
does
Disney
Ariel
princess.
count?
By
Huh?
the way,
Does Ariel count?
interesting fact about
Pre-tail?
Nala.
Or tail or like
Either or.
post-tail?
Well, Ariel's one of the best choices
Is she a
because
princess?
Ariel's one of the
She's-
best.
Okay,
'Cause
her
she's
without
a
her voice.
ginger.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why she's one of the best.
Her
choices.
without her voice.
Because
Yeah,
she's
she can't say
ginger,
that.
she can sing.
No, not only when she's. You can't fuck her when she sings
I
though.
don't care.
No, that's the point. She can't sing if she's got legs.
Sometimes you just want to have conversations with them.
Okay.
she can't have a conversation either.
That was
She
a
can't
joke.
speak.
Yeah, she can't. Oh,
Well, no.
even better.
If she's still a mermaid, she can.
She,
Right.
she does get her
When
voice
she
back in
can't
the end,
speak.
right? And
Yeah.
she's a human.
Yeah.
That's
Jasmine
legit.
Jasmine wouldn't be speaking if my dick was in her mouth. So
God. Truth.
Who? There's so
feel
many
like that was
princesses.
a racist joke,
Which
and I
one
don't
is?
know how, but-
Isn't there an Aurora?
Which one was Aurora? She's one of the
was
new
that the
ones.
one-
I think she's one of the
Sleeping
new
Beauty?
ones.
and the Frog.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. My Disney history.
Going with
is-
Rapunzel.
Aurora. What was that? Rapunzel from,
Yeah.
from Tangled? That one?
She was trapped in that tower a long time. I bet she had plenty of time to just figure
She had a
herself
lot
out.
of hair too,
Yeah, whatever.
everywhere.
I mean, she probably got into some freaky stuff while she was up there. There was no one to talk to. She had nothing but free time to kill. You start, experimenting with yourself. I remember one time I got trapped in an elevator for like 15 minutes. They walked in on some nasty shit when they opened that door up.
Would any of you guys grudge fuck Ursula?
No.
nope.
No.
You guys are lame.
That's like grudge fucking Jenny McCarthy or Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one? Because Jenny McCarthy.
Very different.
Yeah. I get
Not seeing a problem
I get the
there.
names confused.
I'm gonna
Fuck
hard pass on Melissa McCarthy and Ursula.
Yeah.
Ursula's based off a transvestite.
Disney princesses
I'm
from
not joking.
Ursula is
Yes.
a transvestite.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with transvestites.
No, but
But yeah. Where
that's why then. Yeah. Yeah.
that's interesting. I didn't know that. Where did you hear about that from?
Disney.
Oh, Disney was like, hey,
Right on the website,
Yeah.
front and center.
by the way, guys, we're down with the LGBT vibe.
Yep.
Ursula, tranny. Not that there was an LGBT vibe back
Look it
then
up.
when the
You'll
fucking
you'll
movie
find
was
it.
made.
She was based off a tranny.
It was kind of creepy when she got stabbed straight through in the middle of a Disney movie and they showed like this spike from the ship going through her. Anyone else find that odd? No, you guys are looking at
Yeah,
me weird.
that was a little weird. For me, it would be Belle. Belle was fucking hot.
She was nosy as shit.
Well, she was all up in Beast's grill.
Yeah, like don't go anywhere. You can go anywhere in this
Yeah.
castle but this place.
Like,
oh,
bitch,
guess
you
where
got,
I'm going?
You got rule of the fucking roost,
Yeah.
bitch. Don't go here. This is the one place in my
One
giant
place.
fucking domain that I don't want your ass. You
That's
know?
exactly where she goes.
Exactly. Just like a fucking woman.
A French woman. At
And
that.
you're okay
for,
with it.
For some reason,
I am.
I imagine Belle with tons of body hair.
Yeah, she's French.
What?
I imagine her with tons of body hair. That's
Why?
why she wore all those long dresses and everything. You don't want to see like all
And she
the.
reads
Hasn't
too
shaved
much.
her. Well, it's
All that
cold there too.
stuff
She hasn't shaved her
going on,
legs
you know?
in years.
Nah. Belle's
Yeah.
totally DTF.
that doesn't mean she's not hairy.
Wait, guys, I just thought of another answer. Tinkerbell. It would seem huge.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you never feel big
but
like when you're with
I don't-
Tinkerbell.
For her, it'd actually feel like you had a 3-inch dick.
Yeah.
You would literally rip her in half.
Well,
Wait, we're going animated
Or-
Tinkerbell or
or-
Julia
Then you
Roberts?
just clap your
Yeah,
hands
and-
and she's back to
And then
good.
she's back to life.
in Hook, she
Touche.
was regular size, at one point.
Well, that's no fair.
What's
That's
up?
no fun.
Animated Tinkerbell and Julia Roberts. Which one?
Ooh, animated.
Yeah.
Totally
Really?
animated.
Animated.
I don't know.
I don't
It was
know.
her
Julia
when she was
Roberts.
pretty good looking.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She was still young back then.
Yeah.
I was never ever a fan.
Julia Roberts talks out of the side of her mouth, and it kind of
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it bothers me a little bit.
You guys are shallow.
It's not
Very.
quite Katie
Yep.
Holmes, but still.
Picky.
Ooh, Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Awful.
Pre Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes was amazing.
Oh,
My
The
opinion
Creep?
of Katie Holmes mirrors you guys' of Maggie Gyllenhaal. I think she's an awful fucking actress.
Oh,
What's
she is.
wrong?
She's
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
terrible.
she's not talented.
Garbage
She
actress.
ruins everything. She stinks up the room in every movie she's in.
I completely agree.
She
with
didn't
you.
ruin the creek. But
She did not ruin the creek.
Did she die in that?
No.
No, I don't know how she
the
didn't ruin
creek
it.
ruined itself.
She died for Dawson, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Any of you guys see Escape from Tomorrow?
No, I want
No.
to though.
That's a good. It's interesting. It's a good movie.
Yeah. What exactly is it about?
This guy, at the beginning of the movie, he's on vacation with his family in Disney World. And they actually filmed like this in Disney World and Disneyland with like guerrilla filmmaking. And he's on the porch at the beginning, and he gets a phone call from his boss telling them that he lost his job. And like, he doesn't tell his family, but he just kind of starts losing his shit at Disney World. And he has this really weird, creepy thing where he keeps checking out these girls who are like 13. And they keep coming back into the movie.
That sounds hot.
I had a cousin who had something like that.
It's well, let's talk
Lost
about
his job or the 13-year-old?
The 13-year-old.
Let's talk about this for a minute though. 13 now looks like 19.
It's true.
Let's be honest. So, as a
Not fair.
dad at a theme park, I feel like you have more of an excuse when you're looking at these 13-year-olds now. I'm not saying I do. I'm saying I can see where dads at theme parks would come off creepy like that.
I guess.
I mean, well, no, because you do. Like, when we were kids, I don't remember 13-year-old girls dressing like they do now at all.
No.
Like, they just... I can't really say anything else
We're going
about this without it being very,
we going
very
on
bad.
a parenting rant here?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't going on a parenting rant. I was going the opposite
I
direction.
think it's a
from that.
government conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah. Government wants to
Absolutely.
control everything.
Yep.
Slutification of the populace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want these teens looking young as fuck. Population control, man.
Yep.
I don't see how that's
I don't
population
think
control.
that's population
going the wrong
control.
way.
I
disagree.
We're definitely losing control of the population because we're having kids.
they are controlling the population by increasing it. They want more.
Why would they want more?
Not normally how population
No,
control
but it's
is
still
used.
technically considered
Not the-
population
not-
control.
Okay, all right. Semantics.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Fuck you.
When in Rome.
Anyways, that seems to be where we're at for this week. So
What about next week?
Next week we're going to be watching Hell Baby, which has most of the cast of Reno 911 in it, and looks absolutely entertaining as opposed to what we watched this week.
And just a heads up, we may be a little late on next week's episode.
It's possible. We'll do what we can to get it out for you, all you listeners, and we thank you if you are listening, and we definitely encourage you to come back. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're Goose Riot on all those. We're on iTunes. Just look up Goose Riot. You'll find us.
Yep. GooseRiot.com is the easiest way to go, though. Everything else you can get from there.
Yep. Check out our website. Very good.
Yep. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.